What's up, everybody? It's a beautiful day. We're out here, Rec Nursery in Groveland, first outdoor event. We got some live music, some food, cigars, plenty of cigars. Let's go check it out. Oh, no.
I will. She's here. Here she is. It's Victor. She was at.
Oh, okay.
Did you get your ticket for
Of course, all the time. I asked about
taco?
you.
Yeah.
No.
You were like business mode and you didn't even
I'll have
know.
to get him one too.
They're doing cayenne.
Well, when I
Singles on record on the show. I'm gonna listen to a promise.
yeah, I opened it too fast and I broke it. So, sorry, do you have some?
I'll come back and try to.
Yeah, I'll be here. No worries. Hey there, how are you?
Good, how are you?
My name is Rocio. I'm here with Debonaire Cigar and Debonaire Rum. We are based out of the Dominican Republic, but we sell worldwide.
How long has Debonaire Rum been around?
Debonaire Rum has been around since 2006, I believe. It's a Panamanian-made rum by Don Pancho. He's a Cuban master blender. And we primarily focus on small boutique stores and Latin American sales. We also sell in Europe.
Okay, and what's your most popular rum that you guys have?
Well, from the aged rums, the 15-year-old rum is the most popular. It's a very balanced rum. It goes very well with any cigar, but especially with Debonaire rum and Debonaire cigar. We made them to pair. And then for our liqueurs, the honey is very popular, although the coffee rum is very popular as well. But we offer both.
Okay, and when you're drinking Debonaire rum, what are some good events? What are some great events to be doing when you're drinking Debonaire?
Well, just enjoying life, to be honest. A good cigar, a great rum, enjoying the moment, being present in the moment. I think that's our whole philosophy, to make every moment special.
And is each one of these pair with a cigar? Were they just created to pair with cigars?
They're created to pair with cigars. We have Connecticut, Habano, and Maduro under the Debonaire brand. And so they're very well balanced, so you can drink any rum, any of the aged rums with any of our cigars.
Right now, I'm with Patrick. He's with Casa De Suenos.
Patrick Diaz, Casa De Suenos Cigars. We're a boutique brand from the Dominican Republic. Started 6 years ago. Our story started in a lounge. So one of our partners, Ocean, purchased the lounge we were members of, and he wanted to build something, create a brand that showcase the journey of anytime you have a cigar, you're never alone. You have companion and you create amazing, amazing memories. And Casa De Suenos, that's how it became about. Started out with our first blend, which is El Soñador. All of our cigars has a theme to Casa De Suenos, which means House of Dreams. Ecuador and Habano wrapper with a double ligero. This was supposed to be our medium full, but it just became a medium complex cigar. We needed to address the full body population, so we added Fantasia, which is the blue label. Same DNA from the wrapper and filler, San Vicente, but we added a Nicaraguan filler to that. And then the cigar that took us 2 years to make in order to complete the line was the white label called Angelito. That's our mild, but it's a very interesting mild because it gets you ready to move into the Soñador, which is our medium complex cigar. Last year, actually a year and a half ago, to commemorate our 5 years of being in business, we released the fifth, which I believe is being auctioned or raffled. It's going to be a raffle today. Whoever purchased cigars to get a raffle ticket.
So then you got 3 core lines.
3 core lines.
Fifth.
Yep.
Now that fifth, is that a limited run? Is that that's available all year?
That was 300 boxes that we made with 6-year-old tobacco, and once you have your hands on it, that's it. That's all it is. We were just in the DR about 6 weeks ago to blend 2 blends that we were going to be releasing at PCA 2026. Very excited about that. That's going to be more of our introductory line. Versus that to be added to complement the core line.
Okay, yeah, so PCA 2026, like you just said, that's coming up in the spring, so that stuff we'll be seeing sooner than we realize.
Absolutely.
rolling into the holidays now. You know, all the excitement of that. A lot of companies doing, you know, some releases, but the PCA hits, a lot of new stuff, a lot of exciting products come out. So we're definitely looking forward to checking that out. In our Clermont shop, our Castleberry shop, you can get their products. Our Clermont shop is killing it with a lot of their stuff. Just really good cigars. You got, like I said, you got 3 lines. You got your milder Connecticut.
Connecticut, right?
Your original, which is more medium, right?
Medium, yeah. Medium complex, yeah.
Medium complex, okay.
And then the full body.
The full bodied for all those guys that like a little bit of a powerhouse. So really a cigar for any smoker, any palate.
Absolutely, 100%. That was the plan.
Okay.
From the get-go.
And then on those 3 blends, are they totally unique blends, or are they predominantly Nicaraguan, Dominican? So our cigars. I'll start with the mild and the medium complex. Those are all Dominican tobaccos. The full body has a Nicaraguan filler. What makes the mild special is got this Indonesian filler that gives it this hint of marshmallow campfire. It's a very interesting smoke, not your typical mild that you would get. It's transition from, you know, the first, second, third, and the last third gets you ready for that medium body, which would be the Soñado, the black label. Perfect. Well, I appreciate your time.
Appreciate your time, man. Appreciate it.
In the meantime, I keep trying to tell Gene to announce the guys, let them take a stand, and so people can go talk to them. But if you get up there and just announce it, it'd be good. Also, right?
The raffle, when's that going?
Gene is handling the raffle. He's gonna have to get started because it's like 30. That's why I want to say, you know.
And the waitress is practicing politics as the business slowly gets slow. Yes, they're sharing a drink they call happiness.
So we're going to do. You said it was Pablo, right, from Patoro?
Patoro, yes.
Patoro, okay. And then what was Debonaire again?
Danny.
Danny.
Yeah.
He's the one that fucked him too, right?
Yeah, that's him right
Sing us a song, you're the cattle man. Sing us a song tonight.
So we'll be good with the music.
Yeah, we probably want to go in.
And you got us
Maybe
singing
go in or get around
Get
that.
in there.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Want to do a little product conversation? We'll probably go in there where it's quiet, right? Pablo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Pablo, got it.
They've been coming to see, to forget about life for a while.
Yeah.
The piano, it sounds like a carnival, and the microphone smells like a beer. And they sit at the bar and put bread in my jar and say, man, what are you doing here? Oh, la, 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 dee-da. La, la,
Coucher. Yeah. Sure. Is it gonna be too tight or you're good?
No, it'd be good.
You want to go? Yeah, let's go
Look where I look, right?
Slow
down, you don't move.
Yeah, just lean forward.
You don't have to do anything.
There you
Just
go.
don't move. Stay put.
My wife
I went to Lyman High School.
The generator. I'm not sure about the generator.
So I was
can hear it,
yeah. You remember the
So we're in the air conditioning, in the shade. It's a beautiful day out. The sun's getting a little toasty. But I'm here with Pablo from Patoro.
Absolutely.
We carry both of his products at both of our locations. Why don't you give us a little information about the brand, the story, and what's it all about?
Absolutely. So thanks for having me.
No, thanks for coming.
All of us.
Oh, yeah, no, this has been great.
Thanks for the support. I mean, it's absolutely amazing event. I didn't expect that, but absolutely fabulous. Patoro has been on the market since 2001. We're based in Switzerland, manufactured in the Dominican Republic, manufactured at De Los Reyes, like all the brands that are here today. My business partner Patrick Martin launched the brand 2001. The brand also stands for his name, so Pat for Patrick, Oro for gold in Spanish, so Patrick's Gold. And he was with Davidoff for 13 years, working for my grandfather, who was the CEO and the president of the Davidoff Group. And after 13 years, he decided to launch his own brand.
Okay.
And I joined the company now like over 10 years ago, and that's when we started to enter the US market. So we're in the US market now around 10 years.
Okay. So how's that been? Has it been smooth sailing, or has it been kind of a journey, or?
A journey, smooth sailing. You know, for me, it's a new market, an incredible market. It's the biggest market in the world.
Yeah, much different, right?
It's different, but it's a huge playground. You know, so the potential is huge. Yeah, but you got to work it. You know, it's not given, but I'm having fun doing it. I mean, look at today. It's not every day like today, like with you guys.
No, but every day was like today, yeah.
But I'm having fun doing it.
And so, tell us about some of your lines. How did you start off with, where you're at now? 'Cause you've got quite a few facings now.
Yes, absolutely. We already have 7 different lines that we brought to the US market. And, you know, for us, we only have quality goals. Quality before quantity. That's the credo with everything we do. We say smoke less, but smoke the best. And that's a little bit our philosophy. So we really use aged tobacco, you know, in average 4 to 8 year old tobacco. We do multiple fermentation, 3 to 4 fermentations. Every roller signs his own box. A roller rolls only 100 Patoro cigars a day. That's what we wanted, to keep it really like the highest quality possible.
Only 100 a day. What's the industry average?
Let's say 300.
Say 300. Okay,
yeah.
So you're keeping it
so we
tight.
keep it tight.
Yeah.
But that's what we do. That's a little bit our philosophy. You know, quality to be the best quality possible. And,
right. Okay. And so, what were some of the lines that started Patoro?
Exactly. So the red label of Patoro, the Gran Añejo Reserva, was the very first line that we launched. Gran Añejo Reserva, 4 to 8 year old aged tobacco, Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, Dominican Byron filler. So filler tobacco, always Dominican tobacco, always from the Reyes family. Leo Reyes, the uncle of Leo, is cultivating in the fields. And so all the filler tobaccos are all our own tobacco from the Dominican Republic. Of course, blends, and then we play with wrappers from different origins, like the Gran Añejo Reserva, Ecuadorian wrapper. In the Serie P, the orange label, we have a Cameroon wrapper. We have the Brazil line with a Brazilian wrapper. And then we have some Puro Dominicanos, which we are very proud. So we also have cigars with 100% Dominican tobacco.
Okay. What across your line? Do you have a favorite? Is it hard to choose because you like them all?
Yeah, it's hard to choose. It depends the moment of the day. You know, if I smoke in the morning, I rather go a little light. Yeah. So in the morning, I like, for example, the Terre Blanche line. It's the white label of Patoro, very creamy, very well balanced. And in the evening, I go a little heavier.
Yeah.
But I would say the Rolls Royce of Patoro is the VA line, very aged. It's 9 to 12 old aged tobacco, and it's a Puro Dominicano. So we're very proud of this line. It is the Rolls Royce, and I would say once in a while I smoke that to celebrate something.
Yeah. That's your go-to for the special occasion. Okay. Yeah. On a daily, what's like a daily cigar then?
I would say Terre Blanche, white label, the Serie P, the orange label.
Yeah. And then how was the transition coming from a company like Davidoff rolling into their own, trying to create their own image, their own personality, their own cigars? How's that kind of helped or hindered?
No, of course it helps a little bit, the heritage. Of course, I was born in that tobacco world, so of course it helps. But then you want to develop your own identity, your own DNA, and that's what we're doing. We're a small batch, and I think that's maybe a little bit our secret, that we can really use aged tobacco. Really do a cigar for the freaks, like tobacco that is aged for 10 years. Business-wise, it doesn't really make sense. But with a small company, you can do it.
Right, yeah. Do what you do very well. Do it as best as you can, and always strive to get better.
Exactly.
All right, well, that's perfect. I appreciate you coming out. I appreciate you talking with us, giving us a little bit of information about the product. It's been great. You can check them out at both our shops. They're also nationwide. But remember, try Patoro if you haven't. If you're not familiar with them, check them out. Making some awesome cigars.
Thank you very much for the support, and thank you for putting all this together today.
Thank you. On board too, and they pretty much ran one of our shops. So, and they ran it well enough that we just drop off the delivery and don't have to worry about it the rest of the week. And then when the balls died, we pulled out all the balls. And went to standalone. We still had them though, so now we were like a true cigar lounge. And they've been with us. Carol's been with us, over like 20 plus years. Wasn't long after that, but not as long. But yeah, Carol's slowing down, but we still got everything covered. So.
Yeah, I tell everybody, man, if they want to stock up, go to Old Time. I mean, the selection, the prices, everything.
Yeah, I try to. I mean, the two markets are different, even though we're within 30, 40 minutes. So Gene knows that shop a little bit better, but I try to keep my finger on the pulse. So like, what's getting popular, what's hot, and I'll bring in, and then I'll send them whatever I bring in. Where they'll have brands that we might not sell, but for the most part, 90-something% comes through our Castleberry shop. We split it up, send it to them.
Nice to meet you, Mike. You want to sit over here? Yeah. Okay.
You got a joke? I said a joke.
A joke?
Yeah, like a dad joke.
I got a promotion in the mail for a prepaid cremation. It's a pretty good deal. If I die in a fire, I get half my money back.
We got Jean-Michel here. He's kind of a jack of all trades.
Guys, first of all, well, thank you for organizing this. This is great. I don't know. Hey, this is really great. So yes, my name is Jean-Michel. I take care of a factory called De Los Reyes Cigars. It's a factory was owned by the Reyes family, which is a very old and traditional family in tobacco, the longest standing tobacco working factory in the Dominican Republic. They work tobacco for 6 generations. Actually, cigars have 2 generations going in. And then, I mean, life happens and we met all these people. There are our friends, there are our customers, there are our partners. There's the brands you have here tonight. We have our own brands, though. Saga cigars, Don Julio cigars. It's I think we're really proud of because it allows to use all that experience, all that reach in the tobacco business in Dominican Republic to make really special cigars. Cigars who have a character, they have a story to tell. Some of them come even in books with a story to tell. We took the concept to the next level. But all of that, it's basically nothing if we don't have you guys doing this kind of things. This is great. I think everybody is having a great time. To me, I'm a little overdressed for the sun. I'm a little overdressed for the sun. Well, I thought I was Dominican, but apparently not enough to stand Florida. And everybody's having a good time in there, enjoying what we do. And what we do is really, truly, I know the words have been used, but it's a labor of love. There is something in tobacco that makes you want people to partake in your pleasure, your own pleasures doing this.
Yes. So you said 6 generations, but 2 making cigars, 6 growing tobacco?
Growing, exporting, and selling tobacco. The century before last century was in Spain more. It went to Germany, and then it started all kinds of places in the world. Dominican tobacco, and luckily 200 years ago, was exported as Indonesian, Cuban. Nobody knew where Dominican Republic was, but Dominican Republic has always produced tobacco. I mean, always in the New World kind of proportion, and it was always super important for economics, culture, politics in the Dominican Republic. We had change of governments. The Spanish were fought because of tobacco, with tobacco. The fact that after the Asian invasion, people had a plot of land helped them afford a gun and a horse, helped a whole lot in changing the future of Dominican Republic. So tobacco is super important, and the Reyes family has always been involved in this. And I'm honored enough, I'm bold enough to, they allow me to play with their toy, because this is Disney World for it.
So was it, when they got into making their own cigars, was it originally Saga? Was it something else? What kind of got us to where we are now?
So what got us to where we are now is a transition between Augusto Reyes, 5th generation, to Nirka Reyes, which is the current CEO. And before there was a cigar named Augusto Reyes, but the concentration was a little lost with other tobacco business ventures, huge ones. And when Nirka picks it up, she decides to go smaller, to stop selling her souls for cigars we don't really enjoy, and to concentrate on different things. And it's really our thought, and I think we worked extremely well. I'm going to use the word boat, but every time I think of it, it's why a Belgian lost in the Caribbean is taking care of that factory. But it's the case, and we started playing with tobacco with the clear volunteer to do different things. Tobaccos, they don't look alike. We do all the array of brands you have here currently, and they're all different. You could swear they don't come from the same factory. No, this doesn't just happen. This is a lot of work, because usually factories depend on one type of tobacco, and then they'll disguise it a little bit with different blends and stuff like this, but it's the same tobacco. We're going really outside the box because of the reach that kind of longevity brings to the table.
Right.
So to me, it's really great.
Yeah, no,
I have all the
brand.
gadgets. I'm like the guy who reviews electronics here. I mean, I love it.
No, every brand that's coming out of your factory has done a great job in creating their own identities. So it's not just something that is made in the brand.
We're not a one-trick pony. We're not a one-trick pony.
Right.
We have lots. We have cows and sheep going with the pony.
So you have Saga and I thought about that.
Don Julio.
Yeah.
Don Julio was 3rd generation in the Reyes family. And look, and this is interesting in the history of tobacco, because in 1961, which is a very important year for Dominican Republic, as our tyrant was shot dead in the Malecón, and in Cuba, the Triunfo de la Revolución brings all kinds of things. Just before this, there is an agreement, because Cuba and Dominican Republic always have historic ties and agreements. And just before that, there's an agreement with the Dominican government, and they decide we should try to bring Cuban seeds outside of Cuba. And Don Julio Reyes was one of the 8 people who agreed to take a piece of land and work with the government and make the piloto plan for the Cuban seeds. And that became the piloto cubano that we all know as a cigar. This is from that plan. So this Don Julio, it's nothing to do with tequila. It's really a family homage to a man who changed the world for all of us, including in Nicaragua. This is the first time really the seeds get to have a program outside of Cuba, and from there they took their win.
Okay. So everyone that's claiming Cuban seed can trace it back to someone like him. Specifically.
Definitely.
Okay.
Again, the Cuban seeds are still being obtained. Things who are not being grown in Cuba are still being obtained, because you can work. We all handle Cuban seed tobacco, and then you have different type of. If you can have several generations of the same seed, and it will be influenced by the soil and the weather, actually, during all those seasons, and you can refresh the seed by importing new seeds again. So the Cubans are really organized. They have a Banco de Semillas that nobody can touch, really. Even now, where they don't probably have anything. They are really, really serious about it. And we're privileged enough, one way or another, because there's a lot of ties in between the Reyes family and Cuban historically tobacco. Nirka has an uncle who was the director of rappers in Cuba, in Habano CCA, for 8 years. It's a little thing that is not mentioned too often, but often Dominican engineers were called to solve problems in Cuba. And that translates in exchange of culture, of course.
Okay. Yeah. So, tell us a little bit of the differences between Don Julio and Saga. Give us a little more, a deeper dive into those 2 brands and how Saga in itself is quite unique in each, the boxes look like little storybooks. Each blend is unique in itself, which is not something you see across really anyone else doing something so specific to a size or a Patoro.
Well, Saga is really the brand. That Saga is the brand of the De Los Reyes cigars. Saga is a Norway word. It speaks about people translating continents and time and mixing cultures, and this is perfect for what we're doing with cigars. As other advantages, you can pronounce Saga in every language I have heard of. It's really easy, but it's a Saga. It's a story. You know, people do say that a cigar has to tell a story. Oh, perfect. That's our name. We're stories. We have the short tails, which are little tales of the main Saga, but the whole idea was as well, we have all those friends and partners we do brands with. And as I say, they're really different. The tobaccos, it tastes different. It was very important for us to not do anything that would seem like one of those cigars. And because of the possibilities we have due to the family, let's say, extension in the tobacco business, we could. Because one thing is wanting, and the other thing is being able to. And then we wanted to do different cigars. Cigars were based in really, in our day, we have factories who have a marketing product ready, and then they think which cigars they're going to put in. I'm not going to name names, but it does happen a lot. We have an idea about a cigar, we work with, and then we sit down for naming and packaging, but the cigar inspires the packaging, inspires the name. That's the reason the short tails, it's all those little stories. Well, that was the way to tell that story, actually. Each one in a different book, each one is a different name. I'm not sure anybody reads, actually, the first pages in the book, but they're there because each one inspired us something.
Right, it's there to tell the story.
Really, in short, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. It's passion, of course. We have people in the factory who have been with the Reyes for decades. And when they see tobacco, it's not business. They touch tobacco, they feel tobacco. If there is a problem with tobacco, they feel it. It's like a family member.
Right.
And it's a really nice atmosphere. Truly.
So then the Don Julio line, was that something that was always there? Was that something that you wanted to elevate, that story?
Yes, we wanted to do like an homage cigar. It's for the public, because they're not all members of the Reyes family. It's a celebratory cigar. This is the Don Julio Punta Espada as the Don Julio Sembleur or Puros Dominicanos. That means that all the tobaccos in those cigars are from the Dominican Republic. This is the definition of the Spanish Academia Real dictionary. It's all the tobaccos come from the same area. It used to be the privilege of Cubans to do that. Every tobacco was from Cuba. They happen to have some Nicaraguayan puros, some Dominican puros. We went really special. And we're doing this in a small property, so we're limited with this very special tobacco. And basically, I never can close a year selling Don Julio. They run out. They run out with no marketing.
So it's not limited in the sense that it's going away. It's just you are limited in the amount of tobaccos you produce.
And we don't want to change anything about it. I think that's the really when you make a cigar as a celebration for somebody, that's the best way. I mean, trying to make more, sacrifice the quality, and make money is definitely not respect.
Yeah. You that's the thing. You guys have cigars you could smoke on a daily basis, and then something like some of those Don Julios would be kind of reserved for that special occasion, that celebratory time, whether it's a big celebration or maybe just a small milestone, but something you want to elevate.
It's exactly. Yeah. Smoking a cigar, it's definitely the celebration of your own time. When you're taking a Don Julio, when you make that mental decision of what my wife, when I go to my, let's call it a corner, my cigar wall in my house, she told me years ago, she noticed that my fingers go like this. And this is my brain, it's not my fingers, it's my brain. And when you pick up a Don Julio, you're doing exactly the same thing. You decide this moment is a celebratory moment, I'm going to have a celebration, and this is what I'm doing. And that's why we do the Don Julio. And when they run out, well, wait, they'll come back. But they run out.
But now you know to savor that cigar when you're smoking it, because it may not be there the next time you go back to pick it up.
Exactly. Well, every pleasure on earth is 70% in your head. So just thinking that, you're already enjoying your moment. Right, yeah. And smoking a cigar is about enjoying the moment. It's not even about enjoying the cigar. It's the moment. It's just a prop for you to actually appreciate who you are at that moment.
Yeah, the moment can elevate the cigar, and the cigar, vice versa, can elevate the moment.
That's the whole concept.
Yeah,
that's the whole concept.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate you taking some time to talk with us. Tell us, give us a little history, something I don't know if a lot of people really know about. But their products are great. The Saga brands, the Don Julio's, all the stuff they're doing, with some of these other manufacturers that are, these other companies that are here. They're doing an awesome job. We can find them in both our Clermont and our Castleberry locations. They are nationwide. But thank you for taking the time to sit down and have a little chat and give us a little education.
As I said, thank you for having us. This is great. This is great.
Thank you so much for being here today. I'm Jean-Michel. I manage the manufacturing facility who does all those brands. All those brands who are right there. You have Casa De Suenos, Patoro, Debonaire, Topper. All those brands are done in one factory in Dominican Republic. I'm lucky enough, I'm humbled by the fact that the 6th generation traditional tobacco family entrusts me to do their work of love, because they take this very, very seriously. And well, we're so happy to be able to participate in this kind of event, because I know you heard this 1,000 times, but truly imagine me alone talking to this microphone with no one of you here, and I have absolutely nothing. Thank you for believing in this, having cigars, enjoying because this is what we do. We do moments. We don't do cigars. We do moments that you are here to enjoy. We do them in different fashions. Every brand we have there interprets their moments in a different way. They're completely different. If I don't tell you they're coming from the same factory, you would not know about it. Everybody has his character, his line of taste, his profile, his moment, its image. But I guess, I don't know if you're going to make everybody talk, but otherwise I'm representing the group. And so I want to repeat again, thank you very much for being here. We're selling all those cigars right there in the room. It's one of the places with air conditioning here. It's basically the best you can do here. I mean, under the sun. But what I wanted to really enface in an afternoon like this is that for us in the DR, coming from California, Switzerland, Connecticut, we're just a bunch of friends who are partners, and it's so great to be able to bring what we sit down in rooms, we touch the products we love, and we can bring them to you guys. And you guys, you like them more, you like them less, it happens. But you actually are there, you're interested, it moves you, and the fact that it moves you, it moves us. It moves us a whole lot. So really, thank you for being here. There are so many names I could thank here that I probably, first with my accent, I will mispronounce them. Somebody will end up hating me. So I want to really thank Pedro. That's the guy I want to ask. Where is Pedro? Pedro, because that man there with that blue t-shirt, he carried chairs. I mean, he did everything. Not really, but he did a lot of things. So thank you, Pedro, for putting this together. Thank you guys for having us. The Mobster family over there, we're at your disposal, by the way. This is something right now I'm in heaven. It's a little hot in heaven. I thought entering in, this is heaven or I'm downstairs? I don't know. But really, if you have any question, anything you thought about tobacco, cigars, image, or whatever, this is the moment. Like, go hit us. They look like the Dons, but the bodyguards are not in today. You can just come up and ask, and we will answer. We will answer, because if we don't know the answer, we will make it up. We will make it up really fast. But I've been doing the tobacco thing for a couple of decades, and I've picked up a thing or two, and I really would like to share it with you, more than by your personal experience. Come up, ask, we'll answer.
Thank you.
Thank you for being there.
In the sun, it's not too hot, but after about 10-15.
Exactly.
To savor that cigar when you're smoking it.
It's a Panamanian made rum.
Yeah. Do what you do very well. Do it as best as you can. And
mellow campfire. It's a very
Oh yeah. I mean,